Okay, my name is Nathan Alanis. I am a student in Bonnie's 1302 English class, and my first question will be question number two, which will be about my research process and how it has progressed throughout this semester. And before this class, I would use Google. I would simply just use Google and type in my research topic, which was hip hop pedagogy, or I would just type in words that are similar to that, and I would basically just search through all of these until I found the sources that I thought were most effective in my research project. And at the beginning of the semester, when I was looking for these sources, I had only found two this way, and two that I thought were good enough to be in my research project, but you know, I knew that it wasn't gonna cut it, and therefore I asked Bonnie how a better way for me to research, and she gave me this this page to go to it using UTRGV library, and they have the articles and databases here, and through here I was able to go to Academic Search Complete or EBSCO and Eric and stuff like that down here. Eric right here, EBSCO, eBook Central, and I used those to find my four sources that I then used in my research paper. And in order to add more diverse, um, you know, sources, I had two that were articles, which would be this one and this one, and the other two were actually, if I can click here, the other two were actually from the New York Times. Being that they're popular media places, I thought this was a very good way to credit a source here. And so, yes, that's how I then now got my sources. And those are secondary sources as well. And for my primary sources, I had gone through this here, which was basically um, in order for me to fill in a gap for my secondary sources, which was that literary devices is the only topic that hip hop pedagogy can cover, because that's a lot of what I read in my most of my sources. I figured I would come up with these questions and I would ask my peers in college for multiple degrees and stuff, and ask them, do you think hip hop has a place in the classroom? If not, what can it offer? I mean, if so, what can it offer? And if not, why do they think that? And basically, how hip hop has been introduced into their class, and has it helped them in the long run? And a lot of them said yes. I don't think I got one negative response. Um, and I used those interviews in my research paper here. And aside from that primary research, I also conducted uh, a lesson in front of the class along with some of my friends, and basically just talked about how to analyze text using hip hop literature. And in that way, I felt it was a lot more entertaining for the students, and just a fun way to learn about uh, how to analyze resources and stuff like that, or text to be specific. And because of this here, because of the databases and because of what Bonnie has told me about secondary sources, primary research, and stuff like that, I was able to improve the way I do my research in other classes and other essays. And I think that was just very helpful. And it definitely changed the way I do my research now for pretty much everything. And yeah, that's all I have for this question. Thank you.